Anyway, hi Seely, what do you make of this so far?
It's cute, and I'm kind of interested in trying it.
Well, if you're curious, it is available on the Nintendo Switch as well as Steam for I want to say $30.
Oh, okay.
Which, considering how much stuff is packed into the game, I'd say that's not really that bad.
I would say so. Like, I think the only thing that's kind of holding me back from it is that, and I feel like I've mentioned this a few times, I'm not exactly, like, the biggest, like, aficionado for puzzle games, so I feel like I probably wouldn't get into it quite as much, but I do appreciate, like, a lot of the quality I'm seeing in here so far.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so now that we're at the shop right here, we can use this time to spend our bits on certain perks. Like, again, you can, like, instigate a barrier so you don't have to worry about dying so soon. Or you can increase your speed, your extra life. The types of items you can earn is very much dependent on the game itself. So be wary of that. I think for the heck of it, because I think I will do this one next, I'll go ahead and buy one barrier, so I can at least save myself one extra hit. And of course, while we're also here, you can also, if you decide to, you can also buy some fun little goodies like cards and even fun little 3D dioramas of a sort to kind of really bring the point home that you're literally playing a GameCube game. In fact, let me see if I have enough to buy. You know what?
Undergrounder.
An Undergrounder action figure. Why don't we buy it? So, since we bought that, let's go ahead and head on down to our goods menu. Oh, oops, that's not what I meant. I wanted goods. Behold, an Undergrounder figure.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very shiny. A little too shiny if you want my honest opinion.
Yeah, because I was about to say, it's kind of hard to make out certain details with it like that.
Yeah.
Need I remind you folks that the original Mr. Drill Drill Land came out in 2002?
Wow.
Yeah, it's a little on the ancient side, but I will say to this game's credit, they did update a lot of the UI stuff for this game, and even the sprite work to make it look much more like the actual, game's art style.
Right.
So anyway, enough of dilly-dallying. Let's move on to our next minigame, Drindy Adventure. This is pretty much what you'd expect it to be, a Indiana Jones-inspired jump.
Ow.
Are you okay, Silly?
Yeah, I just, I wasn't paying attention to where my hand was, and I banged it on the other side of my desk.
Ow.
I'm okay.
Oop! Damn it, Dan. Yeah, Dad's gonna have a little bit of trouble, but, so with Drindy Adventure here, our goal here is to collect 10 golden Undergrounder statues before we reach the exit. In the meanwhile, though, you also have to worry about all sorts of tricks and traps that'll potentially get in your way, like large rolling boulders. This is kind of this is honestly one of the more trickier aspects of the game, or one of the trickier game modes, if I can put it that way. And they also give Taizo a freaking indie hat. I mean, look at that. It looks so goofy. Alright, so with that said, let's get going. Oh, one other thing regarding this mode is that, for this mode, they actually are generous enough to let you go, with infinite air. Oh shit!
Oh boy.
Nearly lost my my one and only barrier there. But yeah, no, this is supposed to be treated more like a puzzle sort of experience. Like, you have to really plan out your route before making a move. And if you're not careful, you could very much, get squished. I guess I could ask real quick, just since it is sort of topical. What are your guys' thoughts on the Indiana Jones brand?
I don't have much experience with it.
Oh!
I know of its existence. I know of Indiana Jones. Like, I think the only indie thing that I have, like, any concrete experience with is the old LucasArts game Fate of Atlantis.
Yeah, I almost forgot that was a thing. Wasn't that, like, one of the first ones to ever have voice acting?
Yeah.
There was that, Sam and Max, and, what was it?
Day of the Tentacle, yeah.
Yeah, Day of the Tentacle.
Which I do need to look and see how exactly that a remaster version of it came out.
From what I heard, it's not too bad.
Here's hoping it's like honestly between that.
Fuck it. I'll take the hit.
I was about to say, like, between that and the remaster that we got of Sam and Max Season 1, and I do know they are planning on doing Seasons 2 and 3 eventually as well, I'm curious if we'll start to be seeing, like, more remasters of point-and-clicks eventually. Like, I know we also have the Grim Fandango one on Switch.
Oh yeah, that one's definitely interesting. Okay, thank God I rolled the exact opposite
Like,
way.
I'm trying to think of, like, what other ones...
Alright, we got enough gold statues to beat the level, now we just have to get to the end.
Alright.
Also, I love how the gold statue way can also act as a barrier for other rocks.
Dude.
Oh.
It's like these rocks in particular can very much be a case of, well, they can either be blocked or they might, or these statues can end up blocking you from escaping from it, which can be a problem. But thankfully, since I'm playing on casual mode, this shouldn't be an issue. Hopefully.
Let's see. Oh, boy.
Ow!
Oh.
Oh!
Oh, now that was a bit overkill.
Way to add insult to injury, dickheads. Careful. Okay.
Doop.
Just so I don't have to worry about that anytime soon.
Do.
All right, so now we're roughly at the halfway point. Now we got these traps with spikes on them. Obviously, you want to beat feet when you can, because otherwise they will shank out and you will get shanked.
That would indeed hurt.
Yeah.
It would hurt. It would hurt poor Taizo Hori's feelings.
Yeah, you know what? I guess I can ask. I don't know if we ever brought it up beforehand, but sis, have there been any puzzle games that you've had any experience with aside from Tetris?
Fuck.
I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure if you give me a minute, it might come to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I think at this point I'm just gonna save face and just get moving.
I'm back.
Welcome
Back,
back.
you're just in time for Drindy Adventure.
I had my potato soup, and I had myself a glass of wine. I'm actually totally fine right now. It's okay. So, it was a nice sweet wine. It wasn't. Oh no, God! It's Spelunky all over again. Wow, that was by the skin of your teeth.
What kind of
there.
sweet wine was it? I'm just curious.
It's some Italian French name I could not remember. I'll give it a look-see, but it definitely it was not a
Moscato?
maybe. But I definitely know it wasn't strong like your normal wines are.
I like
At this
sweet
point,
wine.
I'm like, screw it, I got all I need. I want to go home.
I mean, I'm looking at it like, yeah, like, supposing you get lucky enough, it is totally possible to just cheese this by just digging
I made
Why have you done this?
What? Great mistake!
You had the
What was
perfect
the
plan.
sound I just made there?
Damn.
Oh, man.
Let's try it again.
That explains
Yeah.
his expression so, oh man!
Oh, man.
Try again.
But yeah, no, it's like, if you get lucky enough, you can actually just dig straight down and just clear the... So I guess I should ask, 'cause I'm coming into this a bit late, what are our clear requirements?
Okay, for Drindy's Adventure, you will need to gather a certain amount of gold before reaching the end of the very deep depth of this area, which would be 500 meters.
Okay, so we're doing pretty okay. We already have 2 out of...
Oh.
Careful. Nice.
Also worth mentioning that for the sake of this here minigame, our drill is turned into a straight up drill whip sort of thingy, which is really just there for aesthetic.
Ha.
Oh, why did I do that?
Oh,
How did
Holy
I?
crap!
I'm very relieved that these like tiki stone designs do not have the same gravity. They're wedged in.
Yeah, and I did mention this earlier, but for the sake of this minigame, they actually are gracious enough to give you infinite air.
Oh, okay. And looks like those boulders can only survive a certain amount of drops before they topple over.
Oh, another thing that's also worth mentioning is that no matter how many colors of a block stack, they will never disappear unless you properly get rid of them. This is one of those mini games where you really have to strategize your route.
I guess the last thing I'll ask is, do you actually get a number of?
Sorry, Kirby statue.
Well, it's okay. We just need 4 more. We're pretty we're well on our way to getting it. Do you get more points for breaking apart multiple blocks? This is like, I forget where I saw it, but there was like a funny ad where, or I don't know where it was. I think it was, of all things, one of my favorite shows that did this gag was, of all things, Happy Tree Friends.
Oh
It's
my
one of those,
gosh!
Again, again, it's one of those gags where, like, when I watch it, I'm like, wow, this absolutely makes sense of why they became the comedic writers for Sonic that we know today.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I wasn't sure if you're familiar, but, like, Colors, up until, like, the English translation of Forces, the Happy Tree Friends writers were the people that wrote for Sonic Sealy.
And I mean, and it works. Like again, like
It
off the
worked
top of
half
my
the time.
off the top of my head, the two most comedic moments that like actually like okay, I'll also be honest, I did not ever like watch Happy Tree Friends. Only like a few instances. What I more so did was I would read like the annotated versions. Like I read the annotated versions of like, you know, what happened in an episode. But yeah, off the top of my head, the two most like humorous moments that happened were
this one's gonna be fun.
It was a whole Indiana Jones adventure kind of thing, and this guy's being chased by.
Be kidding me.
The curse of this.
That's not interesting.
The curse of this temple is that since he stole this artifact, there's a massive crack in the earth that's trying to chase him down and swallow him up into the earth. Mm-hmm. And so this character, I think it was the anteater guy, he's running from the crack, and he like, and
there goes my barrier.
Huh. Oh, okay. But yeah, so he's running from this crack, and he's running through the jungle from the crack, and then he hides behind a tree. The crack, which is like, you know, it's just been like chipping away through the earth. When he hides behind the tree, the crack comes to a stop and actually turns to the left, turns to the right, trying to find him, and then the guy throws a rock, sending the crack running along, trying to find him, then goes straight down a cliff. It's into the water. So thinking he's escaped from the crack, the guy like runs and takes a taxi and like flies all the way back to New York.
That's stupid.
Yeah. Flies all the way back to New York to you know, take the treasure, put it into the museum, and then a taxi pulls up, and then the crack comes out of the taxi cab and starts chasing him.
Jesus. Anyway, we win.
Oh, he barricades the door in the museum. The crack just goes underneath the door, no problem. So stuff like that was funny. And then the other instance I remember was Lumpy the Moose. They were building a house, and just as a joke, Lumpy the Moose decided to fold up the blueprints to look like an origami crane just for fun. Then later, when they were inside the house, like all the doors and stairwells were leading nowhere, and it ended up being a big old death trap.
Oh yeah, by the way, Taizo and his other son, Taru, have a very love-hate relationship with each other.
Oh, I didn't know they were brothers. Okay.
No. Taru is his first son.
Oh.
So he's like the proto-man.
Also, this girl apparently has the hots for him.
I could see that, but they're all villains, aren't they?
Yeah, no, they're the lackeys.
Just like Team Rocket.
And yeah, holy crap, you're right, Celie, she does look like Princess.
I told you.
But yeah, so she, so when they finally escape from the house, wondering why all the stairwells are leading to ovens and doors and, you know, of course, death traps, because Happy Tree Friends, when they get out, it zooms out to reveal that they were following the directions to such a T that they built the house into the shape of an origami crane by accident. It's just, it was little snarks like that where I'm like, yeah, that in the Sega game, I could see why, you know, for some visual comedy and little, like, sassiness, Sega went to them.
Yeah, which I think, to some extent, did work for Colors. Like, I still will defend, like, that one bit where Eggman actually did test out his, alien juices to hypnotize Tails.
Right,
like, there's that. And
Lost World's writing was fun.
At the best of times,
debatably.
Yeah.
Generations had some fun clips. Oh, go ahead.
I guess I'll leave it up to you guys. I have two attractions in mind I wanted to try next: Horror Night House or the Hola Druaga. What do you guys think I should go with?
I say save Druaga for last. I say let's do the Horror Night.
Okay, Horror Night it is. So this one's actually not too bad at all. This one stars Ataru, and your goal here is to get a whole bunch of actually, I'll explain after this cutscene.
Yes, there's gonna be ghosts. It's gonna be super scary.
And Ataru, being the big brother he is, thinks he's brave enough to tackle it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's just kind of dawning on me. Like, are we actually doing the entire Double Damn game?
It's really not that long if you know what you're doing, so yes.
Alright.
Trust me, folks, I'm not doing the entire thing. Just gonna be doing all of, like, the level 1 stuff.
Oh my god, James.
What's up?
Remember, so to kind of date this video a bit, oh, and poor Ataru doesn't like bats.
Yeah, he hates them.
Spooky time, but yeah, Holy crap, James. Remember how we were talking about Ty the Tasmanian 2 earlier and how, like, oh my god, they're only giving themselves 15 days?
They already reached the goal.
Yeah.
Well, there you have
They're
it.
funded now. So, yes, so we can announce here that look forward to our Ty the Tasmanian 2 HD playthrough in like, some future when they finish it.
That's the one that Logan's gonna do, right?
Yeah,
think.
I figured I'd give him a fair chance for that one.
It's one of my that is the one I played the most of, and it's one of my favorites.
Anyway,
go
on
ahead.
to the Horror Night House. For here, our main goal is to collect 20 dristles, basically drilling crystals, because, you know, they love their wordplay that much.
Yes.
But one thing that's worth noting is that in order to get the dristles, you will need to turn the ghosts of the area into them, which you can do by injecting holy water into specific blocks they are currently holed up in, and then drilling them.
Well, all right, then.
Hope you got all that. And if you do decide to drill a block that has ghosts in them already, and you didn't use the holy water, they will turn into bats, and they will immediately scare the living shit out of Ataru. And that's pretty much health lost.
So, grab that.
And there you have it, a dristle.
Oh.
Oh, okay, so you need to... So you need
Oh,
to...
shit!
Oh!
Bats!
So I see. So you have to not press the drill button, you have to press the holy water button.
Right. Oop! Dead again.
Crap. Well, that sucked because he was like in the middle of a
Oh, fuck.
transition, and that was in the middle of a transition. But we're doing okay so far. Uh-oh.
Hee hee.
The music of
Oh,
this
I
game
probably
is pretty
shouldn't
good.
do it. Should probably be a little care.
I can barely hear it.
It was in the background a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Give me a sec to turn this up a bit. Hopefully that won't affect anything.
It'll just be louder now.
Okay, that's a little too loud.
That's a little too loud. Too close. A little too close. Too close.
Closer. Not that close! Okay, there we go. Booyah!
Oh, nice. Oh,
And there we go.
oh, there's a chain reaction too. Okay.
Also, I will say, for the sake of it, this isn't really outright scary per se, but I really do gotta give credit to the sound design of this particular minigame.
Nice. Oh yeah, no, with the little like the shrieks and oh no, holy water.
Oh, that's right. I don't have any holy water. Shit.
Right, right down. Dig straight below.
Oh, and don't hug whatever blocks they're on for too long. Otherwise, the bats will get anxious and just
Right.
pop out.
But honestly, yeah, no, like James was right. There is actually we're doing pretty good. Like assuming you guys have already done assuming this is now our fourth or third mode we're going to now.
Third.
Then yeah, we're already almost done with this game.
I'd say we'll reach the halfway point momentarily.
Okay.
I was gonna say already.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this game's, like, just for the base game itself, it's not that long at all. Oh, shit!
Oh. It was a very remember this was a GameCube game that they ported up.
Right. And it's a really good GameCube game, like, don't get me wrong. Now I
Go
just
on.
need one more Dristle, and that'll be the end of this floor. Basically, the only way you'll clear through the floor is if you get enough of those damn Dristles.
Got it. Hey, calm down. We're just doing our job.
Damn, that scream.
I know it's good.
Also, again, I do still love the fact that for the sake of these minigames, the characters do dress up for the occasion. Like, Taru here is literally dressed up as the main character of this story.
Oh yeah, with the cape and stuff.
Yeah. Trying to think what else to also say regarding it. I know for the World Drill Tour, Ataru is pretty much he has the fastest speed of all the characters.
Right.
Which also means he drains air faster.
What is that thing on the left?
What do you mean? Oh, you mean the... Oh,
Yeah,
you mean the
that's a
gate?
different. That's a different looking ghost on the left.
Oh, that is? You're right. Let's try it. Oh, it's just another
Oh,
one
okay.
of
It's
these
just
things.
another. Okay, I guess it's just another crystal. Okay. All right, last floor.
But yeah, no, I will say, Sealy, like, I would definitely recommend this game, but do note that, well, while the base game is short, the base game only requires you to do every attraction's level 1. For additional levels, they do make things harder
Gotcha.
and more interesting.
It's an arcadey kind of
Hey!
vibe. Oh, careful.
Nearly bit it.
Sorry, I'm yawning. I didn't get much sleep last night.
Oh, and it's all right. All right, yeah, you need to get some sleep after this. But yeah, okay, I see what's happening here.
Yes.
But yeah, when you use holy water, it actually affects numerous blocks around it. If you can drill fast enough, you can get multiple dristles for one use.
But you can't use it on the star blocks though, and we're done.
Hooray! Oh, jeez.
Poor what's his name?
No. Okay, we saved the nun, but clear stamp obtained.
Hooray! Good work, Ataru. You really are as brave as you say. Just look at him. He can't stand it.
I'm sure he's okay.
Remember that he is Susumu's older brother. Oh, that's right. Ataru, from what I remember, is a rogue driller. I don't think he properly graduated from the Driller Academy, unlike as the little brother.
Nah.
He's kind of like a
Oh!
Ronin in a way.
And no, dressing as a bat is not gonna make him happy with you. And poor janitors.
Yeah. She's a total klutz. And the other two just don't want anything to do with it.
Now sweep.
Oh yeah, that guy on the right's an android, by the way.
Oh. No, I'm gonna sweep.
So that's the third one, all done.
So now it's 2 left? Or
I
4?
believe so. No, I think there's only 2 left before we reach the final area. Oh, by the way, look at the curator.
Fluid.
Ever so vigilant, the totally not inconspicuous curator makes his move.
He reminds me of Pegasus.
Kinda does, doesn't he?
But actually, let me guess, is he actually disguised as an old villain?
Yes, he is disguised as a villain from the last game.
I gotta watch it.
Gotcha. I only watched the abridged series and pretty much had my entire experience from that.
Wow, you missed out.
Did you?
Alright, so...
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so... Actually, let me see if there's anything I can buy from the shop real quick that might be worth showing off. Oh, actually, one thing I can show off, the cards.
Oh,
You can
wow.
buy card packs.
So this is what we use our bits on. Let's open it.
Among other things. So, let's see what we got. We got Keelsark, one of the Goons' henchmen. We got henchmen. Can we go for a cold turkey?
No.
Nope.
It's a Paku.
It's a bacteria. That's a play
Oh.
on bacteria, because they're supposed to be bacteria.
Gotcha.
I'll do it one more time. Oops. Didn't mean to do that.
So is it like a card collecting, like, just kind of a gotcha machine thing here, or?
Yeah, you get a card pack and you will get 3 random cards. Unfortunately, there will occasionally be repeats. Thankfully, this isn't one of them.
Usagi.
It's a bunny rabbit. It's
dark
Ataru's pet rabbit. Apparently, he's supposed to be an alien that was initially planning to conquer Earth for the sake of his people. But then when Ataru found him and took care of him, he decided, you know what? This human's nice. I think I'll follow him. And then, there we go. First repeat. But we got the Horinger Z, so that's something.
Okay.
So I'll do one more. I'll do one more for the heck of it, and then I'll move on.
I was gonna say I'm with Hype, and then maybe we should, like, after this, like, take a little break and, like, save the rest for next time.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Because there'll be, like, all the final cutscenes and stuff as well.
Fair.
Not to mention, like, for context, I am starting to get a little dozed off from the big DKC3 grind we did earlier.
Fair.
Alright,
So
well,
I guess.
What are these other shops?
Let me see what else. Let me see if I have enough to buy the. Oh, I already got that, so no one to worry about. Okay, I do have enough for Susumu's action figure, so this ought to be interesting.
Ooh, let's see what it is. Nah. We got... I want to see. Oh, okay. The goods.
So, this is what we got earlier.
Aw, that's kind of cute.
And then you got Susumu.
Okay. I mean, the lighting's I wish I could tone down the light just a
Yeah, I was about to say, a
teensy
lot of
bit.
these are bright, and I feel like the blush on his cheeks should just be a texture instead of, like, their own, like, bulbous thing.
I mean, but I could see this being an actual figurine. I learned today, random thought. I learned today that there actually was an official, and it's really good looking, an official Cool Spot figurine.
Really?
Huh.
Yeah, it's actually like really well made. Anyway, and here's all the cards we found.
And there's a description for the characters on the right.
Okay.
Usagi was found by unconscious by Ataru at the site of a meteorite impact. His original goal was to invade Earth, but Ataru's kindness swayed him to postpone his plan and study Earthlings instead. He can't speak and doesn't communicate with anyone but Ataru. It's unclear if Ataru knows his true identity. And I don't think he really cares.
Yeah. And we got all the
And
other
then
guys.
there's, where is it? Pucci, here we go. A dog that lives with Susumu. Some say he descended from Pochi, a dog from an old Japanese folktale. Super intelligent, he can speak, and even sense geomagnetism, allowing him to detect buried things. He remembers things well, including people's mistakes. He can make cutting remarks to Susumu, but they get along.
It's
quite
a
well.
sassy Snoopy.
That's pretty much
Sassy
it, isn't it?
Snoopy.
Well,
Yeah,
then
no.
again, isn't Snoopy already kind of a sass machine?
Oh yeah, no, but I guess like he's sassy that he can actually vocalize what he's feeling. Snoopy just
That's a
internalizes
very good
it.
point. Okay,
And,
you know what? I guess it is true that we should probably end off soon, but beforehand, there is one last thing I do want to showcase. I am so terribly sorry for keeping your guys' time.
Yeah, let's see what this is.
So, this is the Drill Land Library. You can pretty much use this as a means to catch you up on all the hip lore that Mr. Driller's had up to this point.
Okay.
Like how Drill Land was made and all the attractions that'll be that we're
You
all
go
part
through,
of.
right?
Like, why don't we check out the Drindy Adventure one real quick, just to avoid any spoilers.
Attraction you can experience.
Drindy Adventure is an attraction where you can experience the thrills of the blockbuster adventure series Drill Deanna James. Sporting a 6-shooter hand drill and his trademark 10-gallon hat, Drill Deanna explores ancient ruins and archaeological sites in search of hidden relics and treasure. The series has spawned many sequels and even a TV series, though popularity waned after the crystalline femur.
Devil
By the way, it should be said that the original game came out before Crystal Skull, so I think this was something they added for the translation.
Why not? We can never let
Rumor
that
has
thing.
it that the lead actor, Holison Fjord, is a big fan of the attraction with its flame traps and more. You might think such traps are dangerous, but no! You're probably 100% fine.
I'm sure. But
And not
okay.
and not only do you get the lore for all the hip rides you can find, you can also get lore behind the game, like the actual games themselves, like how the drill institution came to be, and well, the games themselves, like the original Mr. Driller.
Yep, this is what I remember. It was this, and I remember. Yeah, this is when Hori learned about them, and I know Taizo learned about them in the second game in the DS.
I believe so, yeah. And then there's it only does chronicle like a handful of games though, namely the first, second, third game, and the Game Boy Advance spin-off, which had the bacteria in it.
There's a whole.
So again, if you guys want to catch up on your history, Sealy, you should come here.
Okay, we will have to learn more.
But that's all the time we have for today, so we're leaving.
All right then.
Night.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you all next time as we tackle the last half of the attractions at Drill Land.
Woo! Let's do it.
Till next time, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Can we go there, Epcot?